Alrighty guys, I hope you're doing real well. It is 2022 right now. I filmed the original video footage that you're watching in 2015, so it is approximately 7 years old. I bought my first Uvex face shield here about 7 years ago. I currently have two of these. I have one for the shop and one that lives on my mobile rig. And I still have them both despite 7 years of using these things and having them bang around in the back seat of the truck and the toolbox on the trailer. I've never had any problems with either. Now, obviously, I've destroyed an entire stack of those replaceable clear lenses that go in the face shields. One thing that I learned is make sure that you do not get any type of acetone or brake cleaner on them, because whatever kind of polymer plastic stuff that clear lens is made out of, or polycarbonate or whatever kind that is, it will fracture into like 1,000 little pieces. But it still holds together. It's just, it looks like you're looking through a piece of automotive glass that's been hit by a rock or something. It's all like spider webbed everywhere. Okay. But, you know, obviously these things get destroyed as you use them. Obviously, you have to plan to replace those clear lenses. But I can tell you guys, 7 years with the Uvex face shields, and they've been perfect. Okay, not only that, here in the clown world, lots of things cost a lot more money than they used to. I don't know exactly what I paid for the originals. I probably say somewhere in this footage, but I just looked on Amazon. You can buy these things brand new for approximately $25 to $30. Okay, so I think this is the best review I can give you guys, is just to say 7 years of testing on these things, 7 years of use. They're still holding together. These things are good to go. If there was ever a face shield that I could tell you guys, it's just, you know, like I said, it's good to go. You can just grab it. It should last you for at least 7 years. It's this one. Now, I'm not affiliated with Uvex, you know, needless to say. I'm not saying these are the world's greatest face shields. All I'm saying is 7 years might have been flawless. If you don't have a face shield, man, you know, especially as the world's falling apart out there, the last thing you want to do is end up in the emergency room with some kind of eye injury or some kind of facial laceration from a piece of flying debris. Yeah, I mean, you got to get yourself something. I recommend this one after 7 years with it. That's really all I have to say. I'm not saying that others are bad, but I know this one's good to go. And enjoy the initial review. Thank you for watching over all these years. And Uvex, if you're watching this, thanks for making such an excellent product. Have a good day, everyone.
Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm Chunky2009. I'm doing a little bit of an impromptu video with my GoPro here, just because my memory card on my other camera's full. But as you can see, I got a package. I got a brand new face shield, and I want to talk to you all about a problem that affects welders everywhere and has affected me 3 times now, and that is getting metal stuck in your eyeball. Mainly, it totally sucks. Now, of those 3 times, only one of them was serious, so to speak. There's really no such thing as a not serious case of getting metal stuck in your eye, but that was the one that I had to go to the hospital for and get it like drilled out. To make a long story short, I was using an angle grinder. I was wearing safety glasses. The people at the hospital never did believe me. But regardless of that, I was definitely wearing safety glasses when it happened. I was just, actually I was working on an old tractor manifold. I'm just grinding away, and I saw this spark that was larger than all the other sparks just go like this, and it went up and out of my field of view. And then a split second later, I felt something in my eye, and ended up going to the hospital. They gave me Vicodin for it, even though it didn't even really hurt, and said I should take it anyway because it would hurt. And so I went home and I took the Vicodin. Had some insane dreams last night. I've told everyone this story before in live streams I've done, but woke up the next morning, went to some kind of specialist eye doctor. He took one look at it and said something to the effect of, if you can get metal to stick to metal as well as you can get it to stick to your eye, you'll make a really good welder someday. And then he put like some drops in my eye and put my chin in this rest thing, and I literally drilled the metal out. I had an eye patch and everything was fine. Probably, that would have been in the summer of 2009. It was basically right when I started welding. It was like a couple weeks into my welding endeavors. And so there was that, and then at some point, probably about 2013 or so, I got another little piece of metal in my eye, also wearing glasses. I think I was grinding metal at the time, but I don't remember exactly. And then yesterday, yeah, day or two after I order this thing, before it even shows up, I'm just working away on this fine barbecue you see here. I'm not exactly sure what I was doing when I got the metal in my eye because I didn't even notice it until I got home that night. And then I woke up this morning and I could really feel it in there, you know, blinking my eye a lot. I rinsed it out. I rinsed my eye out as well as I could in the shower. I did the thing where you lift up one eyelid and like put the other eyelid under it and blink a bunch of times. And I think I got it out because I can't feel it now. Where I'm going with this is you really should wear at least 2 layers of eye protection anytime you're using a grinder mainly. Those things seem to be the worst. Or anything else that throws chips like that, like a chop saw or like a carbide cold cut saw like what I've got. Anything like that, you should really wear 2 layers of eye protection because when you're wearing safety glasses, even if you get ones that fit your face pretty well, there's still a gap up here. That's how I got metal in the first time. There's still a gap down here. And things can happen, and if something really bad happens, like a grinding disc fragments or metal shards end up going everywhere, it's going to be a lot harder for those to go through 2 layers of eye protection than 1 layer. Therefore, and you guys know I don't really like to tell people you need to do this or you need to do that, but you really do need to wear at least 2 layers of eye protection or else bad things will happen to you, like what's happened to me over the years. Side note, I met a guy a few months ago who's a welder that said the last time he got metal in his eye, he wasn't even at work. He was at home doing some laundry and he had a bin full of all his work clothes and he just reached down and he grabbed it and he picked it up and he looked up and threw it over his shoulder and then something fell out of the bin and went right into his eyeball. So it's really not the kind of thing you want to take chances with, and that's why I always recommend definitely wearing the safety glasses. That should go without saying, and then something over that. Now, what I've been wearing up until pretty recently, well, I guess up until about today, is this, which is a Fiber Metal brand face shield. And it's okay, basically. It's pretty sturdy. It's not the most comfortable thing ever, but like I said, it is pretty sturdy. I've had it for a couple years now, and it's worked really well. The thing is, this face shield part, as you can see, it's like all nasty and scratched up, and I needed to replace this. And for not much more than the cost of another one of these, I could get a whole nother face shield that looked a lot more ergonomic and got really good reviews online. And I figured I might as well get that, A, so I'd have an excuse to make this video for you guys and hopefully save you some headache, literally. And B, might as well try out something new, right? So I just got this box. Actually, it came in yesterday. I just picked it up today. And we're going to open this up and have a look at what's inside. I don't really want to attempt to like tripod this because it's going to be a pretty quick little unboxing, and this is a really informal, just kind of impromptu video-y. So I'll just do that. Yeah, these Milwaukee brand pocket knives are pretty awesome, by the way, too. I've got 2 of them now that I really like. One's what you just saw, and the other is one of those things that takes like box cutter blades, so you don't have to worry about tearing up your blade or anything. I really like that. So, alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, so this is the other clear thing. I think, if I remember right, I ordered an extra. And this is what we've got. The Uvex Bionic Shield by Uvex. I think I've used Uvex safety glasses before, and if I remember right, they were pretty awesome too, but don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure if I remember right. Alright, let's just set this aside, and we are going to have a look at this. Yeah, Uvex by Honeywell. Cool. Yeah, so this looks, at least, that was graceful. Yeah, this thing looks pretty ergonomic. And like I said, I really just wanted to try something different because there's been times when I've wanted to have an extra face shield around and I really only have the one right now. So there's that. And I'm for the curious, this was about 22 bucks, and I got it through Amazon Prime, so I add a few more in if you don't have that for shipping. But it was pretty inexpensive. That one cost, I don't remember, but it was pretty cheap too. All right, yeah, that looks pretty cool. We got the protective coating on the clear lens. That's why it looks all foggy. But yeah, it looks like a face shield without headgear. All right, that must be what that is. Let me put that in real quick. All right, YouTube, I like it. It's got a nice wide field of view. The headgear fits really well. It's almost identical to what you'd find in a welding helmet. You know, you just have this knob back here. You can turn in or out, and it makes the headgear a little bit larger, a little bit smaller. And you've got this little tab here, which is almost identical to what you'd find in a welding helmet, where you just lift it up and slide it over. And that adjusts if this is on your face, if it goes like that, or if it goes like that, or if it goes like that when it's all the way down. But yeah, I gotta tell you guys, this seems to be one of the better face shields I've ever used, just in looking at it and trying it on. When I saw pictures of this online, I assumed that the shell would be made out of plastic that's a little bit more bendable and flexible, so maybe it could hold up to abuse a tad bit easier. But I mean, this is some really hard, stiff plastic here. But that's really about the only thing I'm noticing. The headgear, it's pretty comfortable. It's actually, I mean, I don't really have anything bad to say about it. It seems to work out just fine. And you know, I've used a number of face shields. I've used obviously that fiber metal one. That one was pretty good. I used one from at a shop I used to work at, and it was pretty meh. I've used a lot of the off-brand ones. They just plain sucked. There's really not anything else to say. They were really flimsy. They were really uncomfortable. They didn't hold up well to use. But then again, that was at a school, and us students kind of destroyed everything, so they probably just got whatever they could get pretty cheap for that reason. But this so far seems pretty awesome. Well, yeah, I really can't complain. The shield, even though it's brand new, it's like crystal clear to look through, which is nice. You got a nice wide field of view, as you can imagine. I mean, it's a face shield. It's not anything that's very miraculous or life-changing. You put it on your head, and it does that, and you put it down, and it does that, and then it's just another layer of added protection. So far, I gotta tell you guys, it's everything that I hoped it would be. You know, it seems like a pretty awesome face shield. My point with this video is, A, to say that, and B, to say, you really should wear something more than safety glasses anytime you're doing something that produces a lot of sparks or anything along those lines. I'm not saying buy this face shield just because obviously I just got it and I don't have a good feel for it yet, but I'm getting some pretty good first impressions here. I'm just saying, get something other than just safety glasses. Put goggles over your safety glasses if nothing else. I guess buying a face shield like this is about as ideal as it gets. And I mean, for well under 30 bucks, I mean, it is what it is. Or, you know, just use a grind mode with your helmet or something. But having metal in your eyeballs totally sucks. And face shields are pretty cheap and pretty awesome. So, yeah. Gotta tell you guys, I like it. Well, I am kind of in a hurry today because I'm going on a almost 2-week-long trip tomorrow. And I just have a little bit more to do on this barbecue. And I want to get it wrapped up today. And so I guess I'm gonna jump into to work on that, and this about winds down this video. So overall with the Uvex here, getting some pretty good first impressions. I mean, the fit and finish is awesome. I thought the plastic was gonna be a little bit more bendable and flexible, but it's not, and honestly I think that'll be fine. The headgear is better than expected. It's better than, way better than average in face shields for my experience at least. And yeah, I like it. If I ever have any problems with this, like I always say, I'll make an edit to the description of this video. So if you find this in the year like 2020 or something, you're like, how's that holding up? You know, you just look in the description and you can see for yourself. So like I said, this is just a quick little impromptu video I'm putting together because I got metal in my eye and I wanted to tell the world about it, and I got this and just wanted to give my thoughts on it. So as always, have fun, stay safe, and thanks for watching. Yeehaw.